Hello Internet, welcome back to my corner of the gaming world. My name is MsBitters. We're back with another look at Chicken Police, painted red. We had left off talking to Zip. I believe we were supposed to go somewhere new. Like Hotel Atlas, for example, is showing me that like limited time icon, so I'm thinking that's where we want to go next. Alright, let's go to the hotel.
Yeesh, my condolences, pal. I see your cleaning lady died.
Yeah, she set foot in the bedroom once. I haven't seen her since. I didn't dare to go after her.
Oof.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go in there either.
My pop filter's always in the way.
But
the
what's
arm
that
for it.
Smell?
Cigarettes and whiskey.
Yeah, with a hint of dirty laundry, but no, this is lavender?
Ah, that. Now that's got to be the Ibanez dame. You know, the broad who gave me the letter. And the job, obviously.
Ah, pretty, huh? I can smell it. She's an exotic, too. An impala, maybe?
Furry hell. That's why Chief Inspector Bloodboil hates you so much. He's jealous because your nose is better than a clucking bloodhound.
The bitter old dog. He just hates all foul.
Ah, true. Except for Monica.
Monica's a fairy, not a bird. So, what now?
Well, let's gather my stuff and head to the club. We gotta find out who this Natasha is and what she wants from us. I mean, what she really wants.
After you, Boss Bird. I wouldn't like to touch anything in here anyway. If it's okay, I'll just stand around and stare out the window.
Sure, just do it quietly.
Monica's a fairy.
It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure. You could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place, too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty.
Don't make
I've
me live
thought
there.
about it.
Don't make me live there.
Why am I not surprised?
Am I gonna get Marty commentary
Maybe
on everything?
Another lifetime, old bird.
No, okay. I was mildly considering hearing all of Marty's output? Commentary. Does my view of him change?
You're getting older, Marty. You look like shit.
Ah, gee, thanks.
I thought angels don't grow old.
Leave it, will ya?
Sure. Boo-hoo.
Alright, what do we have to talk
When was
about?
the last time I was here?
I don't know. Years ago. When Molly left.
Whew, that was a wild night.
Yeah.
You know, Sonny, you can call me. Not just when you want to investigate some shady case from a shady dame and you need a big meat shield to cover your ass.
You're like the
Times
same
have
size,
changed,
practically.
Marty, and I don't call anyone.
We're almost the same size.
All right, Boss Bird. Whatever you say.
New function. Oh. Interesting. I forget. Oh, I feel like I made the music very slightly too quiet. Oh, well. Guess we're stuck with that. Anyway.
Have you been there before?
Never. You know, it's not my style. It's too fancy for me. I'm more like the smoky, smelly, ramshackle little joint type.
Yeah, same here.
But we're not gonna mingle like this, right?
We're not searching for a tailor on New Year's Eve, okay? We'll go as we are.
That'll be exciting.
Let's just stay out of trouble, okay?
What trouble?
That's the spirit.
I actually don't know what time of night it's supposed to be. Like, I think it's obviously night, but it could be like 5 p.m. It could be 8 p.m. I don't really know.
She just turned up with a message and this flyer, and you fell for it?
Maybe I was bored. Or maybe there's more to this thing than meets the eye.
Yeah, there's always more.
Maybe I just wanted to meet you for old time's sake.
That's not funny.
I've never had a good sense of humor. You know that better than anyone.
That's for sure. So the Tsar Club, huh? My city's on fire. Sounds good. But that's all? It's kind of weak for a clue.
It's not a clue. It's just a guide. By the way, it's New Year's Eve. We deserve some fun, right?
Well, that's true. But it's never that easy with you, Boss Bird. There's something you're not telling me, right?
Nothing important, Marty.
Yeah. If you say so. Oh, hi, Mr. Sinclair. How are we?
Sinclair is doing fine, thanks. Anyway, you
He
still
named
talk
my
to your gun?
gun.
Yeah. And so what? Other animals talk to their plants. Crazy, isn't it? At least a gun has a soul. And it's useful.
I can't believe you're allowed to walk around freely, Birdie.
Oh, if you only knew what I'm packing right now.
I don't want to know what's under your feathers, Marty.
Oh boy. Do we have more to talk about?
So, am I staring quietly enough?
Well, the floor's creaking a bit when you shift your weight, so,
You're an asshole.
Alright, so I guess that's it for this location. I wasn't really sure what we were going to get out of it, but I knew that it had like a timer on it. We already went there, so just give us... Can we go back suddenly? I can't go back to the hotel. Is there suddenly something different there? We were just there though. That doesn't make sense. So we're just going to go to the club.
midnight had passed, and the intoxicated madness kicked in. We could only crawl along Shalva District's main streets toward downtown. The city's heart beat differently.
I love this game so far.
Buildings were defaced by neon signs and billboards, like half-drunk lovers on a fine leather sofa. Great old houses neighbored by garish modern blocks. A place that makes the head hurt. The Tsar's huge neon sign was visible for miles. A blazing red sign advertised tonight's main attraction, the amazing Natasha. Cops were never welcomed at places like this. I hoped we were too late for the show. We had to be inconspicuous, but it was never easy with this bird mountain by my side.
Got a ram and a bunny, and I think what is supposed to be a crane.
This is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Crane? You could be a crane. Of some sort. Oh, stork. It literally says stork lady. Storks and cranes are kind of similar, so... Not wrong, okay? I'm not wrong.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest,
That's right,
Sonny,
he's
I always
the
thought that guy's
guy that
not
lives in
all
the
there
hotel
the
with me.
head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Hey,
Lawrence?
don't be mean to Lewis.
Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I feel like he's a little too excited.
That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Honestly, I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was. We have things to look at.
Huh. You know, seeing this, I can't wait for the show.
The girls?
New Year's Eve's once a year, right? And we're not on duty.
Have I asked how Laura's doing?
Whoa, hey, I was just kidding, okay? My relationship with Laura is unwavering, like the rhino beauty on this picture.
Interesting taste you've got.
Feathers, scales, or dermal armor, a lady's a lady, my friend.
Thank the
Dermal
wild
armor.
gods for self-sacrificing gentlemen like you.
I no longer want to say that I've developed a thick skin being on the internet. I want to say that I have developed dermal armor. That's great. Anything else to see here? Okay. Fancy car.
Look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry, whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's. I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
I wonder if a Silverhawk is like an actual car thing that I just don't know about, because I really don't care about cars. I know nothing about like antique cars and stuff like that, outside of one or two common names. But I would be interested to know if that's like actually a car that exists, or if they did a play on words with the Silverhawk, considering the nature of the
Do you
game.
remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high-quality newspaper?
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
Well, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
But still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
I know that it's supposed to be like a decorative, little topiary, like a shrub or something like that over here, but it kind of just looks like, to me, when I look at it, I just see like money, like it's a money tree. Like they literally took money and turned it into a tree. That's what I see.
Huh. I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Oh,
Yes,
Marty.
I am.
Before Sunny said you're a simple bird, I was just thinking, the simple pleasures in life. Things that move. Anything else here? No. So we got the Czar Club. What was the other one? I know it's got a couple of dogs on it. I didn't get to read it, though. Moonlight Boulevard? I don't know what that is. Parking only 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Alright. Is there...
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No,
I wish.
it's just what I think.
I like neon signs.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving
I
forward.
think they're pretty cool.
Fuck off, Sonny.
So, I think we did everything we can do. I could always be wrong, but you know. What did we learn about today? What was it? Avira? A country inhabited exclusively by verbs? Verbs. A country inhabited exclusively by verbs. A country inhabited exclusively by birds. It's a picturesque, modern place governed by a democratic parliament. Get it? Parliament of birds? Group of owls is called parliament. It's bordered by 2 seas, and its economy built mostly on air transport, commerce, and its aerial military. The country's on neutral terms with almost every other nation, and, except for the Great Meat War, had kept this standpoint all throughout known history. Interesting. Clawville Chronicle. The Clawville Chronicle is the most read and highest quality newspaper in the city. It's so famous that it's also being read beyond Clawville's borders, and not just in the colonies. This was the paper that first published an article about the 2 heroic roosters, aka the Chicken Police. The article was written by Timothy Saltwater, the Seagull journalist who has since become somewhat of a legend himself. I have a love-hate relationship with seagulls. Talk to the bouncer, I guess. After we stare at
Jeez,
him.
Look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon.
He's a
Straight from the
Frenium.
dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in.
What do you think his name is? Bill? Bob? I'm going to something that doesn't even start with a B. I don't know what, just doesn't start with a B.
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP
Okay.
lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Not the
Now, stop
accent I
right
would have
there,
guessed
big
for a
guy.
ram.
I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
I can't decide what kind of an accent I think that's supposed to be. My very first impression was it was some sort of, like, African-based. But then the more I listened to it, the more that I was like, well, this could be, like, a really bad Transylvanian accent kind of gimmick. But then I was like, what if it's a really watered-down French accent? And now I'm just confused. I would have guessed, like, Scottish or Irish or something, just given that that's where you... I feel like those countries get more noticeably noticed for their sheep populations and whatnot, because they have a lot of sheep farmers and stuff like that out those ways. But like, I don't know what's going on.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I am strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin.
I think I know what it's
Palmarès
supposed to
is
be.
one of my favorite books.
Oh my god, not the books again.
So it would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. And thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen. And forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
I think it's supposed to be, and I don't know if it's an accurate one or not, but I think it's supposed to be like a New Orleans Creole Haitian kind of accent, which is where that little touch of French I thought existed in there would be coming from. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think that's the accent.
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
I'm convinced. That's what it is.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Just one more thing. This list of yours, where should we sign up again?
I'm afraid if you don't know, it's not my place to tell you, sir. Excusez-moi, the regulations, you know.
You hear that, Sonny?
I do, Marty. I do.
I'm gonna lose my crest from this guy. Just wait.
Just don't get too excited, Marty. Not tonight. Anyway, thanks, pal.
I don't know what to do now. I thought we were supposed to be, like, getting inside and whatnot.
Jeez, look at that guy.
It's the same dialogue.
That's not a guy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a...
the same dialogue.
Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway.
I was kind of hoping I could show my fake badge to the bouncer and be like, let us in. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, because... Oh, was it just supposed... Oh, no. Now there's too many out. Now I can go back to the... Oh, I couldn't go to the hotel before because we were physically there. I'm an idiot. I don't know. Oh, no. Lewis, help me.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
I don't know if you can hear it, but when Lewis talks, in between some of his words, there's this little sound effect that's like mouth noises. And I guess it makes sense, because if you ever pay attention to little bunnies and rabbits and whatnot, I feel like they've always got something going on with their little tongues, and they're doing all their nose twitches and eating and whatnot. I feel like there's just always something going on there. And it's adorable, but like, I don't really like mouth sounds, and he's got little mouth sounds in between some of his words, this little like kind of noise, and I don't like it. And it's very faint, so that makes it like that much more annoying, I guess. I don't
Sure.
know.
How'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of
Now,
pigeons
it's the
are my
only thing I
friends.
can hear.
They're on the list, okay?
Merci l'amour, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Is Lewis somehow more connected than we realize? That didn't make any sense. Just someone coming in, they're on the
The
list.
jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the
Ugh.
smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
Dialogue is just so cheesy sometimes. Are you a weasel? Are you a weasel? You could be a weasel. Or a mongoose. Either way.
So, where the hell is Natasha?
Let's ask that stud over there with
I don't know
those
why that
nice
was so
gals.
exciting to me.
That guy looks way too horny for my taste.
Oh man, your sense of humor is bad as ever.
Low
You just
hanging
need to
fruit,
get
Sonny.
used to it again.
What
Low hanging fruit. Those are some impressive antlers, though. Damn. Oh my. Just turn around and there's like a hawk. Or a falcon. It looks like a tiny hawk. And it's just in your face. Just turn around, there's someone in your face.
She
It's
has
fine.
pretty long legs. I mean, pretty and long legs for a squirrel, but I don't want to be prejudiced.
We're not here to stare at pretty squirrels. We're here to investigate, remember?
I love squirrels. Before I start clicking on too many things, I just kind of want to like see what's around the room. Fox fella. I'm betting that that's Sybinez or whatever the hell her name was. Oh, are you a llama or an alpaca? I need your face is not enough context. I need more information about you. They look very similar to each other. Henchman. Alright. Cassidy Lupus. Cassandra Ruby Faye. The loudest howl.
Huh. Another Lupus movie. Jeez. Is there nothing today they're not trying to sell with this guy?
Whoa, don't be rude, Sonny. Lupus is a timeless genius. Have you seen Predator City? God, I'm still getting chicken bumps. But wait, who's that next to him?
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Nah, never heard of her.
Cassandra Ruby Faye. Oh, gods, even her name makes me go weak in the knees.
Watch your blood pressure, pal.
Don't mind me, just women and guns are my only weakness.
Huh. No shit.
I can't decide if Marty is supposed to be like the guy that just falls for eye candy constantly but is super loyal to his wife, or he's actually just like all over the place. Bogan. Hannibal Bogan and Louisa Bandicoot, the big sheep. Oh, jeez.
You think this is one of those movies where the femme fatale gets everything in the end and the poor detective's left stranded?
Yep, just like life.
Alright. Hicks Poodle. Claire Turmoil. Anna Shiny? Murder my tweet!
Ooh, I've seen this. Hicks Poodle plays a private eye, hired to look for a woman, then gets into some kind of blackmail thing that's connected to the first case, and...
Hey, Marty?
What, yeah?
I don't give a shit.
What's the last one? This done for hire. Veronica Kate. I can't remember ours. Sorry. Robert Fodder. Larry Cougar. Alan
I
Sad.
know this Fodder guy. He was kind of good in Death of the Horse.
You've seen every clucking movie.
You know,
Marty
Laura
seems
and I
the
go to
type.
the movies a lot. When was the last time you went?
Exactly 12 years ago.
Oh, you remember that precisely? Let me guess. Molly?
Yep, our very first date.
I see. What did you watch?
I don't remember. I just remember her. And nothing else.
You're a clucking poet. I mean it.
Does that mean they were the ones making out in the back of the movie theater? Or it's just the posters on the walls, right?
This guy is certainly not a gangster henchman.
Of course he's not.
Pretty kitty. Oh, I can't talk to him. I thought I could talk to him. I feel like he's supposed to be a lynx, maybe? I can picture what the animal looks like the body and everything, because those ear tufts. I can't quite remember what it's called. I can't talk to them.
A fox is a wolf who sends flowers.
What?
Oh, nothing. I read it somewhere.
Fascinating. I didn't know you could read.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
Leave Marty alone.
I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what?
Rusty old
That's not even a
cock.
word.
It is now, all because of you.
Yeah.
You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You
Butt
know,
jam!
Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
I'm really tempted to make the title of this video Rusty Old Cocks and Butt Jam. And I'm pretty sure it would get suppressed. Oh, that's right. I was like, why can't I scroll anywhere? Because I clicked on the stage. I already looked at the big buck. Alright. Hi, buddy. Why are you in my face?
Hey, there's Fillmar.
Who? Oh, yes. Fillmar. Because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, and was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to.
Is it though?
Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with a feather pillow mafia is a turkey. Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not the kind to toy with, if you know what I mean.
Any useful information?
For free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
My hair was pulling at my earrings, and it was very uncomfortable. I didn't get to... Okay. I was like, I didn't get to talk to the bartender. Or touch the fancy whiskey.
Look, Sonny,
She even unlocked
I know
drinking
it's not
problems.
my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I
Therapist?
Look, fellas at the station are talking, all kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Marty
Good.
just cares
And
for
let
you,
it stay that
Sonny.
way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Still staring at me.
2 whiskeys, kid. And no horsing around.
You just took one!
I've never heard that one before. Sonny,
oh my
you gotta
God.
go,
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up.
Sonny, you were the worst.
That wasn't exactly what I meant.
I like how I go back and forth to whether or not I'm Sonny or Sonny and Sonny. Oh, I took the whole damn bottle.
Come to Daddy, darling.
Calling booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
It's harem.
Touche. I'll shut it.
Or maybe it's
Good
pronounced
birdie.
harem. Listen, us Americans know it as a harem. I hope Marty uses the fancy whiskey to set something on fire later.
Tell me, hey breath, have you seen Natasha tonight?
Not yet, sir. But she's coming on soon.
Well, can you tell me anything about Mr. Ibn Wessler?
Sir, I don't want to.
What about, let's see, $5 maybe?
Big spender.
But, sir,
So generous.
you haven't even paid for your drinks yet. Yeah, stop riding on the details, Big Nose. You do your job, and we'll do ours, okay?
I mean, we're not here for work, of course. We're just here to relax.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Just a little fun. Of course, gentlemen.
Oh, that's right, they walked in. Let's read these real quick just in case. Good old Philmar must know something about Natasha that could be important for the case, but he won't talk until I meet her. He seems a bit nervous. It must be something really significant. Philmar, low. Falcon. Ah, that's so close. I think I said hawk or falcon. I feel like there's like tiny hawks. They're not all big. I don't know. Male. Special feature, an absolutely average, forgettable guy, and my old acquaintance from Avira. Avira? Philmar, the name he goes by nowadays, is an old comrade from before the Clawville times. He's one of the best private eyes in the city, and just like most of them, he gets into trouble with the law pretty often. Yet he's one of the very few people who can still be trusted in Clawville.
Isn't that...
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great.
Hiccups.
That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal.
Ow, ow! Because let's be honest, Marty's only dreaming of foxy dames.
Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey,
Who's Olivia?
Are you talking to me?
it's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken, sir. I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty. All right, we're here for your sweetheart, Natasha.
Oh,
Are
I
we
see.
supposed to be like
No big deal.
discreet?
Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood-red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter, but to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would
Hamtaro!
excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough.
I really like her dress.
How can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
It's like gloomy weather outside today, which I love, but it also means all the natural light that's normally coming in right now to illuminate everything is like half missing. So I guess I'll turn my lamp on.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately.
Oops.
My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that?
Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else?
I like that Olivia has one fingernail that's a different color than the rest. I used to do something similar in, I think it was in middle school. A friend of mine started doing it, and she would do like her thumb and pinky different colors than the rest of her hand, or would only paint those and would leave the other ones like clean fingernail. So then the two of us started doing that for a little while. I still sometimes do it if I bother to paint my nails.
Everybody knows Mr. Hayworth. He's an antique piece of furniture in this city, so to speak.
Only a bit worn out.
It's not my fault that he's so much in debt, detective, but the name of his family still rings quite loud in Clawville.
Is that still worth anything?
The name is just their name, of course, but the man behind the name is another matter, Mr. Featherland.
You're a pragmatic rat.
Thank you.
I know that I'm still yawning a lot, but like, the game's not boring, it's just that I'm not physically engaged with the game, so my body thinks that it's like, oh, it's a nap time because you're not like controlling things, you're just clicking.
Look, detective.
It's a nap time.
If you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Has your assistant been working for you long?
Are you talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you, ma'am.
Let me answer your question then. I've been in Mr. Wessler's employment for 6 months.
She's
Why do you
supposed to be a
ask?
pro.
Oh, just routine questioning, you know. Most
Maybe.
of them aren't good for anything. Just killing time.
It sounded rude to me.
Yeah, please forgive her, detective. Olivia's a real firecracker.
Wessler's a tricky guy.
I can question him!
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning.
Oh, I
can't
was not
just
good at
pin
this
him
the first
against
time.
a wall. Yet.
Well, gee, I wonder what I ask him.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not
The little
quite.
ear
I'm
twitches.
sorry to hear that.
You're so cute. Why didn't you just call the police? That seems like a dumb question for a mob boss. You seem a very busy man. What do you do?
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
He's a tricky guy. I don't know enough about him. Yeah. So far, tricky, mistrustful, and secretive. And my meter is lower. I already know that this place isn't his. How are your alibis? You're very taciturn.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Though I've heard
Taciturn?
you're quite the speaker.
Taciturn? Taciturn?
I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else.
Oops.
Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
Relationship. Message is dangerous. Were there similar incidents? He spent I feel like asking if he spends a lot of his time here would be a tricky way of asking, like, do you have an alibi? I'm not really sure what he needs an alibi for, though.
Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Oh, I did better, though.
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage.
Uh-oh.
I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
The
mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
guessing here.
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still
Scrolled
doesn't
too
know it
fast
was
for
me.
the speech.
Then one day, I invited her for a drink with the promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
I swear I heard him said the carb in her name, not the club. Very confused.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see.
It is called the
That's
weekend
very
house.
important information.
I would have
Yeah,
thought like every
if you
weekend.
say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Did I do good? Did I do well? Oh, so close. Ivan's trying very hard to change the subject when it comes to the threats. He obviously knows more than he's willing to tell. Final thoughts. That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you still got it. The old rooster still remembers some tricks, huh?
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about that, unfortunately.
Hey, we
I really
should,
want Olivia's
grab
dress.
a coffee or something,
It's really cute.
Olivia. You know, for old time's sake.
Pleasure to meet you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Oh.
Please, take a seat. The show's gonna start
Oh,
soon.
Marty, you're married. I can't not laugh at that, like, front-on view of Sunny. Does she have the juiciest of booties? Sunny's gonna fall in love with her by the end of this game, isn't he? What is happening? Oh no!
Sonny.
We're gonna run away with her by the end of this, I bet. Maybe. Guess we'll see what happens.
That was,
Hit over
unique.
1,200 frames per second
that is
in that
cute.
cutscene.
Nobody has ever given me such a unique compliment before.
Forgive me, my name is Santino Featherland.
I thought so. You look more or less like I imagined.
More or less.
Sometimes less is more, Mr. Featherland.
Ahem. You were amazing, dear. As always.
Could you be my little furball and fetch me a cocktail?
But of course.
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're not that easy to get rid of. Doesn't matter who's trying, believe me.
Doesn't matter, he'll do it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't want a scene. My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
Hey,
We gon' get
I
laid.
understand. You know, they call him Target Marty at the station.
I don't have time, Mr. Featherland.
Sure thing, Natasha. I'll come to your room. 3 knocks, a short pause, then another 3.
I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Go, before he comes back.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore
Right to
danger
it, huh?
like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone
I didn't think
as she
about
whispers
moths.
her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But I was a cop. And a lifetime
I don't
wouldn't
like
be
it.
enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup. Keep your distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance.
I didn't stop to think about the fact that, like, moth people probably exist in this world. And I really need to know what happens when they see a lamp. Oh! Hello. The juiciest of booties. I forgot to look at it.
Hey, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious
I'm out of
old
coffee.
friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
What is this supposed to be, though? Like, is there supposed to be something just in front of her that's in the background of the paint? Like, what is this? It looks like it's the edge of, like, an ornate mirror or something, but not really sure.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it.
Interesting. We looked at the mirror. Oh, it's almost 2 a.m. Wait. It's almost 2 a.m.? Well, I guess that's possible, but I kind of figured there would be, like, a scene somewhere in this, being New Year's Eve and all, with, like, you know, a ball drop or a celebration or something, but, like, this claims that it's almost 2 a.m., unless it's wrong. Am I stealing a book from her room now? The 7th rule of predation. Stealing a book from her room. It's cool.
You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're an elegant thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
We gonna smash? We gonna smash? Okay. Oh, there's so many things in here. Ivan's trying very hard to change the subject. We already knew that. Oh god. Natasha. What did we learn about Natasha? She was the singing sensation of the millions and later became the owner under Ivan's patronage. Not much is known of her past before this, though. Special feature, she has remarkably green eyes, and she's definitely in trouble. So am I. Oh boy. Ivan's currently busy with some kind of meat substitute business. That's what he and his assistant said. Ivan was acting quite strange, and he hesitated when I mentioned how he met Natasha. It would be interesting to hear the story from another point of view. I don't know why this sometimes indicates on their, like, profile pictures here that there's an update, because there's not. I'm pretty sure this is what it said before. So there's nothing new there, but it was like, hey, oops, there's a thing here. And there's not. See? Little thing here. Unless it's just saying, like, for the page. I don't know. I don't like it. Olivia Blackwig. Blackwig. Crow. Female. Unusually tall and slim for a crow. She is quiet and mysterious. And she used to bang Marty. Olivia is currently Ivan Rustler's assistant and escort. Finding out whether there's anything other than a working relationship between Ms. Crow and Mr. Rat could prove valuable. I did not mean to hit that button. Is that all the people stuff? Poor Zip is all alone on the second page. Third page. Okay.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
My
I
spine
hope
feels
it
like it's
doesn't bother
breaking.
you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told.
So funny.
Anyway,
Ha ha ha.
lovely room.
Full of giggles.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So,
Sunny
why am I
baby.
here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you
Beat
it's
around
an
your bush.
occupational hazard?
Terribly.
Someone had to
So
say it.
can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only
She
if I'm
points a
bit
lot,
hungover.
too.
That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Oh no. New personal info. We get to start questioning her. Natasha is a mysterious woman indeed and seems dangerous too, but she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. The question is she the source of the problem or is it someone else? I'm gonna look at that book that I stole from her. Oh, where's the book? I picked it up and it's not back on the seat. And it's not in my inventory. Now I'm sad. Okay.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger. That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me. What can you tell me about Ibn Wessler?
You should be more specific. What do you want to know?
Oh, that was not a good one. I do want to know.
How did you meet Ibn, if I'm not too intrusive?
I do want to know. How did they meet?
Of course you're intrusive, but I guess that's an occupational hazard.
Well, yes.
I was a dancer here in the club, in Anita Jenkins' chorus. When she was in a good mood and allowed it, sometimes I even did her vocals for her, although she thought I was an upstart little whore.
Okay.
How does Ibn treat you nowadays?
Like a prince treats a princess. Maybe that sounds like a cliché.
A little.
He holds me in the hollow of his hand. He always has. He's never hurt me. He couldn't. Recently, he's been a bit distracted and nervous, but there's heavy weight on his shoulders right now. That's why I didn't want to burden him with any of this.
Distant and nervous. Could you elaborate?
Ibn is devoted and attentive. He sends someone every hour to ask me if everything's all right.
Every hour?
I can't even remember a time when we were together.
Yep.
Just the two of us. Recently, he spends a lot of time here and in other clubs. When he's with me, he's nervous and preoccupied.
Why is that?
It's
Don't you
concerning.
think it's strange?
I don't think it has anything to do with the threats. It started earlier.
Any ideas about a cause?
None. Maybe it's stress. Ibn's working on doing more and more of business legally. That's kind of hard for someone like him.
Is he trying to get himself out of the underworld?
That's weird.
Maybe.
That's interesting. Thank you. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
Can we smash?
What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your
I was gonna say
tongue?
that as a joke,
Am I
but...
right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Who has Ibn seen before?
No one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a
What
shadow?
are my eyes itchy?
That's one of the most curious things. Ibn has
Really
men
itchy?
everywhere. Literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley.
I'm suffering.
But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and he's the most dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe.
There's always somebody.
Ma'am.
There's always somebody.
Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
Never. I'm afraid I'd learned too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like everyone else in the city.
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Well, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
She wants to read about me. So either she flirts with everyone to get what she wants, or she's like, she's into us.
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
Isn't that what we're doing?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
I don't like that phrase.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here. Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
Forgot that she
I'm
knew Molly.
prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Rude.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like she would have known.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Of course you
Pluck
did.
me. This case is getting more and more intriguing. What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Lucky dip?
Whatever it takes.
What is lucky
Not
dip?
exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
At least I got 11 questions. That's how you do it, partner. Not quite like old times, but you've still got it. The old rooster still remembers some tricks, huh? The threat, or rather the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot regardless.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha?
Please.
Wanna smash?
Come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
My
I
boobs!
was afraid this was
I'm
coming.
gonna show you my boobs, Sonny.
Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
They don't smash
Oh
by
yeah,
the end of this
I
game.
understand everything.
I quit.
So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Oh good, 3 a.m.
Look, Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
What's the phrase?
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. I don't remember what time it's supposed to be. They mention it in How I Met Your Mother, but it's definitely like nothing good happens after midnight or 2 a.m. or whatever it is. Okay. Ivan, fact update. He's been acting quite strange recently, as if he was trying to withdraw from his own shady businesses to live a simple life with simple pleasures. That wouldn't be a problem in itself, but this just isn't like him. Clues. Natasha is afraid and her fear is genuine, but she isn't telling me everything regardless, and I don't like it. I like the little doodles in the clue pages. Oops. The little kitty cat and whatnot. Natasha has invited me to her weekend house to show me something. In any other situation, I would be glad about it, but in this case, I'm worried. The threat, or rather, the threatening word in the messages sent to Natasha is simply whore. Yes. I don't really like that some of this information gets repeated, like, at the end of the questionnaire or whatever, it had, like, the summary, a little sentence at the end there, but then it's repeated in the clue book. Or I guess more specifically, I don't really like that I have to read it like twice in a short time span. That it's notifying me. It's just little things that bother me because I'm weird. And then I look and key. Oh, I just noticed there's like a dress form in the background there. I want this trunk. I actually have a trunk that looks a lot like this. Actually, it's back there under that green tote under a black blanket. So that's kind of funny.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears,
Marty.
Sonny. I also thought maybe something
You listening at
happened
the
to
door,
you.
Marty.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Oof. Alright, so then... I'm supposed to speak to him.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
I like the way that Sunny
I didn't
glares.
say anything.
So...
We stepped into it, didn't we?
You're not gonna tell me what it is? What is it?
We stepped into it, didn't we?
It's not telling me what it is. I'm gonna guess it's a bunch of case numbers or something. I mean, it's clearly a list of names. And then some sort of number, for whatever reason. They could be case numbers in this world, but who knows?
We stepped into it, didn't we? Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names.
Where we
all
don't know.
Top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Oh.
Sure, that's very likely.
Just famous people?
Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand.
Good.
Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles
Good.
from the Wessler residence.
Good.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Philmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Jeez. One second. I appreciate the amount of detail that they give this game, but it's a lot of back and forth in and out of this journal. Natasha Katzenko's weekend house. It stands in the cleanest and most separated quarter of the city in Flowerville. I'm curious about what she's hiding there. The weekend house. It's under people. Natasha. The list with all these imposing names must have something to do with Natasha, and thus with the threats too. So informative. I can't stop burping today. Under Fillmore. Under Philmar, it seems Philmar also used to work for Natasha, but he got out of the case before the ground got too hot. Anyway, he kept a piece of evidence, as any good PI would do, which could only be useful to us. I only recognize a few names on the list Philmar shoved into my hand, but all of them belong to the respected elite of Clawville. It could be a wedding roster, but I doubt that's the case. There weren't numbers next to it, which is a little weird. I'm trying to think of scenarios in which case you would want numbers for people. I'm wondering if it's like debt owed. Either Natasha owes a bunch of people money because she's always gambling, or maybe people owe her money. I don't know. I would think it's people that she owes money to. Maybe she hasn't paid up. Maybe that's what's going on. Who knows? Are we done here? I think we're done here. Oh, actually. Is Ibn still over here? Oh, Olivia's by herself.
Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows anything useful?
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird. Maybe I was playing her a bit.
Oh no, Marty.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
You don't beat around the bush, ma'am.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland.
Marty!
So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
I mean, honestly, if somebody was questioning me, I would just tell them immediately what I thought they wanted to hear. Like, no, we're not having sex. Bye. Like, quickest way to get rid of them, right? After the show, Ivan left the Tsar Club suspiciously fast. And Marty dated Olivia for a short period of time. That's it. I don't want to know more about this. I do. I want to know everything about Marty. I like Marty. I don't know if there's any point in going back to Hop Dog. It is still listed as limited time access, but just for the sake of discovery, let's take a little peek over and see if anything's changed.
Ooh, a nice cup of coffee a la Zip, huh?
We're not here for the coffee, Marty. Zip always knows more
There we
than
go.
what he lets on. It'd be worth interrogating the old trash panda.
Did he say that last
He
time when we got
forgave
here?
us for wrecking his joint last time.
He'll never forgive us, Marty.
I
but
don't
we helped him out
remember.
of trouble so many times, he's not gonna have any choice.
I hope you're right, old bird.
I don't think we need to like look at the sign again and whatnot.
Boys, out of 2,000 joints in the city, how to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions,
It
then
looks
we're
so
out of here.
sad.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal, and you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Leave Zip alone. He's so sad. Oh, there's a seagull. I got way too excited about that. We looked at a bunch of this stuff before. Get to the seagull, I guess.
Gods, he's in even worse shape than the last time we saw him.
Well, Marty,
Last time you saw him
aging
was
is
like
that.
2 hours
and
ago.
while we're at it, looks like you've put on a few pounds.
What?
Ooh, there's a
Who,
clock.
me?
What time does it think it is?
Don't make me laugh. I weigh exactly the same as I've always done.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, according to this clock, it's a little after 2:30. I was really curious if it was gonna say that it was like 8 o'clock or something, considering we're supposed to meet Natasha in like an hour. So by like 3-ish. But yeah, this says that it's like 2:30. A little after 2:30.
So?
It's the little
Ellie,
things I look
stop
at
winding me
and
up.
judge.
I'm almost consumed by all this excitement.
We've just come from the Tsar Club, Zip. Who do you think we met?
If I can guess one, I'd say, was it His Majesty Hobart Ibn Wessler, the Rat Prime himself?
That on, pal.
What a surprise. So, what do you want to know? Just because I don't know anything.
Course you don't. Just a couple questions.
Go on, boys. Hurry up, will you?
Look what we found, Zip.
Furry hell. Who'd you beat to death for that?
Are we giving
Beat
it
to
to that?
death. Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Hey!
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on. Give me
You
a
destroyed
break.
his place. Give it to him for
Tough luck,
free.
Trash panda.
I feel like of all the people in this game deserving of a free bottle of fancy whiskey, it's probably Zip.
We also ran into Filmar,
Filmar? Who's that?
a grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean
Nobody has
Marlo?
raggedy old
Was
hawk.
Marlowe. Now he goes by Philmar Lowe.
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? Yeah, I'm almost not surprised. The old guy has a reputation of being indestructible, huh?
He is. And he gave us something that could mean something. Look at this, Zip.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party?
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make
be.
of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
Oh, poor Zip. That's right, he was kind of a nobody of the underworld. Didn't they say that, they kind of pushed him out of the
We
underworld?
spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that.
It's true.
Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip. But we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Not
You
wrong.
didn't get any younger, pal.
You're telling me? You look like you haven't had a good night's sleep since forever.
To be honest, I've never had a good night's sleep in my life.
You
I know
will
the
when the big
feeling.
sleep comes.
And what are your plans? Dying behind the bar?
Of course. You got a
Funny.
better idea?
A couple, yeah. But somehow this suits you.
You know what? Your mother's a goat.
I forgot that he said that.
Damn it, what's the scribbler doing here?
Sniffing some
Scribbler.
juicy story.
I think I still owe him a great big left hook.
What did he do this time?
Uh-oh.
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
I can understand that.
His name is Timothy.
Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys. What a pleasure to see you. Answering your question, no, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink stain, am I right?
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working. We're just having a little fun, that's all.
I'm not buying that, boys.
You'll have to, Tim.
We'll see about that.
Oh, is that it? I don't think there's anything else here worth interacting with. Let's see. Information under people. Oh, Zip's not gonna be alone on the last page anymore. Let's see. Personal info under Zip. Zip is getting old. He still has his connections. It's worth questioning him about everything, but time has had its way with him too. Let's see. New information. Timothy, saltwater, seagull, male, special feature. Loud, annoying, and overly enthusiastic, and unfortunately, he is the #1 fan of the chicken police. Personal info. Scribbler Tim, real name Timothy Saltwater. He is a douchebag, a real nosy bastard, and an annoying little shit. But still, I have to admit, he is the best investigative reporter in Clawville. Back in the day, he had a big part in the chicken police becoming what we were for a long time. Real stars cops. Real stars cops? Stars cops. Real stars cops. I don't like that phrasing. You know, maybe a hair stuck somewhere. Maybe on my shirt. I don't know, but it's like tickling my arm and I don't like it. Alright. Only been recording for like an hour 36, so we keep going a little tiny bit. Is there anything new to say?
Everything all right, old man?
If there's something we can do for you, just say...
Well, all right.
Where'd it go? Oh, only 2 options, huh? Gee, I guess we have to go to the weekend house. go see a kitty cat.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
Oh, skeet. Ah, skeet. Anyway.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
I thought it was a banana for a second. There's a shoe on the ground. I was gonna be like, look, a banana!
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Yeah.
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
So, Marty thinks Sunny's a foot fetishist. Okay. That's actually kind of funny, because if you ever come across a rooster that wants to try and, like, attack you because it finds you threatening, they usually peck at your feet. So, that's kind of funny.
Chicken police, hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
Oh my god. I love you, Marty. Let me know if law ever leaves.
So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Don't call my lady a bimbo. Is that everything outside? Yeah, so I have a feeling she got abducted.
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course. She's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
We were already there.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Again being the key word.
What, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
Can we take the shells, please? Can we take all of the shells? You never know.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns
They
for
were
this kind
saying
of deal.
clucking before, and now all of a
movie?
sudden we're just fucking.
It's an original.
Figures.
Oh!
She was lying on the floor.
What?
As if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful. Almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture.
What is happening?
Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
Do we think that Deborah and Natasha were having an affair? And either Ibn's jealous or somebody in Deborah's life is jealous.
Wild gods. Fuck even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my
Poor
office.
Deborah.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind
Why
of
is
girl?
she naked, though?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped.
Sure.
Or worse.
Those are possibilities,
could also be missing.
but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Amen to that.
What a scene! Welcome to Chicken Police, y'all. You can see weird dead humanoid animal thingies. What time is it? It's like 3:20. 3:20 in the morning. Kind of like that clock. Looks interesting. Oh, look at all the kitty cats!
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
Murder!
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion.
I feel like that was a bad joke. Look at the cute kitty cats, though. I love cats. I don't love this painting. I like whatever this trophy is, though. Kind of cool looking. It's like an award of some sort.
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are
That's a
all
nice little
insane.
accident.
You have a point.
I just wanted to read what it said.
You can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning?
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding
the
something in
crest.
their hands?
The city of Crest or whatever. I didn't mean to find such a good clue so quickly. My
We
bad.
should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still
Oh, I'm not
remember
ready
the
for that.
number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Oh, Marty.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to dial yet, though. I want to make, like, what if I accidentally lose the ability to see more things around the room? I don't remember what animals are on the crest. Let me in. Did we do all of the combos yet? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's 7. Uh-oh. What was it? Seeing Deborah shocked Marty quite a bit. I can understand why. I knew it's not going to be a routine case, but I didn't want to drag this feather duster into anything like this. Oh. We found Deborah's body in Natasha Katzenko's weekend house naked with a message on her back. Deborah is dead, and the word whore is written on her back, too. Okay. I don't want to have to go all the way back to the station to get into an empty fireplace. But I don't think that the information exists in here. I don't remember what's on the crest. But also, the crest doesn't necessarily mean the 4 that are at the station. Could just be 4 of something. I'm not gonna Google the solution. I want to try and Google what the crest is. Clawville PD crest. I really just don't feel like clicking back and forth to go get this crest info. And I don't even feel like this is cheating, really, because technically these characters would know what the crest is. I've just forgotten.
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out.
Even an itchy spot on the arm. Won't leave me alone.
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
Okay. So informative. It's gonna sound wrong, but I can't stop looking at Deborah. It's just so weird.
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
Where was it?
What have we got?
What if we're just misguided this entire
I
time?
don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
Little tongue is hanging out. Her purse is right there.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
I almost didn't really notice that. Anything else?
So a piece of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
The doodle.
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True.
It's true.
Well, then what's next?
She
How
was
about we peck
very
around town
intent
some
on
more?
being punctual.
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office?
You know what? After all this...
Always with the liquor.
I could use a drink.
Right answer.
What was in her purse?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
There's no reason to think that that being in her purse has anything to do with anything. That's weird. I do get to look at the family
This must
photo.
be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty.
This is an interesting little piece here. Looks like something, maybe glass or stone inside, and it's got this little metal spirally thingy around it. That's an adorable family, though. Guessing this one's supposed to be Natasha. Little baby girl. So we were supposed to call.
Clarville PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Sonny tried to sound like an old
I've done it
man.
before.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure.
I have
Now
questions.
let's get the hell out of here.
No, Sonny, I have questions. Oh wait. Before we go anywhere. I said I had something in here. Do I not have something in here? Thought the journal had an update on it. I don't know. We're not supposed to stay here, so. Oh, new location. Oh, do I actually hear sirens? I can't tell if I'm imagining it or if there's like a game siren. Let's travel here and then I'm gonna call it after we get there.
Should we say hi to the old beaver?
Sure. Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello. And we do need information.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something.
Okay. Do you feel as lucky as this fella? Piggy Diggy. Piggy Dippin'. Piggy Diggy Lottery. That's hilarious. Yep, it's been about 2 hours though, and I haven't had breakfast yet. It's like 12:34, I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna go eat like a pile of mozzarella sticks or something, because that's like all I have in the freezer. Oh, there's a book. Dead Silent Night. Interesting. So this is where we're gonna call it for the night, even though I just totally clicked on an object. I don't know. Thoughts so far? Comments, questions, concerns about dead people in weekend houses? Leave your comments. Your interactions with these videos help me to figure out whether or not you like the content that I'm making. Helps me to figure out what to play when I'm done with this kind of a game. Blah, blah, blah. Goodbye!